Welcome back to Anno 1800. This is our expert difficulty campaign. We've already made so much progress because this is episode 22, so don't hesitate to check in the video description below if you missed any of the previous one. Today we're gonna focus on two things. One is we need to do the Arctic. From start to finish, we're gonna do the whole of the Arctic to provide all of the resources to people there, but also bring back some resources for lifestyle good to some of our other tiers of population. And then secondly, there is one last monument we haven't built. This is the Skyline Tower. So just in between the two episodes, I upgraded a few more of those skyscrapers engineers to level 5 because we needed 25 to start the first foundation of the Skyline Tower. That has now been built. Now we're gonna need 40 for the next one. And if you remember in the last episode, I said we actually need 75 in total. So I'm gonna start working on this. But in the meantime, as I said, we want to start in the Arctic. We have right now just Kings William Island. This has been given to us. There was the camp over here. I just took it out and now we can start the actual quest. We need to start building, canteen, explorer shelters. If you saw my recent Anno 2005 series where there is also an Arctic region, you may remember that you need to have heat over there. And this is the same for Anno 1800. We're gonna have to provide heat to our people, otherwise they are really not gonna be happy. And by the way, we also have the quest of finding Sir John. We're here on behalf of his wife and we found his logbook. So we can check, what's happening. So yeah, he settled on King's Island, but then they met some Inuit towards, the north over here, somewhere over there. So we can send our ship to try to find it. I mean, let's discover the whole map while we're at it. We're not in a rush. Oh, here it is. I'm pressing shift so that the ship will go basically everywhere. And in the meantime, I'm gonna start building and I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, we're following the Inuit to where the ships have stopped. Oh, I think they're blocked here.
Closed the way forward to the place they took their boats.
So how do we go?
The Hades and Styx came this way. If it takes our last breath, we must find them.
Yes. Should I go through?
Here's something more. It'll take our best efforts to clear that frozen channel.
Oh, thank you for the money. It's like I really need it. Okay, so we need to prepare an expedition to break that ice. We need to give some pemmican supply to my people. This is the second good I've been giving. So let me show you a bit what's happening. Basically, we have a small trading post over here, right? We have our market. It's called the canteen. You can see that it is in range of all of my houses, so all good. Then most importantly, we need to give heat. So this is this building over here, which also has a range, and that range is not super long. As you can see, for example, this house over here is just at the limit of the range. Same for this one or that one. So you have to be a bit smart, and of course, I'll post a stamp of this on the channel. But yeah, that's the heat, right, which is really important over here. You can see this is providing 32 of heat versus Schnaps is only 12 and this bag is only 16, right? So this is quite important to really give some heat. Then for this pemmican, this is taking some whale oil and some caribou meat. So we have the whale oil over here, right? Whaling station. By the way, this also needs heat. It's not just my people, even those buildings need heat. And over here we have the caribou hunting cabin. Similarly, it also needs heat. So that's what you can see over there. I've also started to expand on this side, but we'll talk about it next. In the meantime, let's see the progress on my Skyline Tower. We have started the phase 2. I reached 40 level 5 skyscrapers, started to deliver the resources. It's quite a lot, as you can see, right? In particular, 300 reinforced concrete and also 60 elevators. But yeah, this is working. So in a couple of minutes, in 3 minutes, we'll be finished with that phase. And then I'll need even more of these level 5. So we're gonna start expanding even further. Okay, see you again in a few more minutes. Okay, now for this new resource, the oil lamp, we needed a couple of things. First of all, we needed some brass from the old world. So I've started to bring some resources from the old world. I'll show you that too. Then secondly, we also needed some whale oil. So that's fine. We already had this. Now what I've done though is I've moved the trading post that used to be here over there because it actually doesn't need heat versus this one does need heat. So that's perfect. You have those two over here. They have, and by the way, I also started to give a few other things. First of all, in the lifestyle need, I'm bringing everything needed from the old world. We have some bread, we have some tallow, and some hot sauce. Obviously, the hot sauce come initially from the new world, but you may remember that I'm sending actually hot sauce to Ditchwater. I don't remember if it's for the workers. Yes, for the workers. So, you know, there is hot sauce over here already, and there's also bread and tallow. So that's what I'm doing. The ships come from this island over here, Ditchwater, sending all of this to the old world. Now we do have another one that you can see over here, which is bringing two things. First of all, it is the brass that's needed for those oil lamps, and second, the schnapps, because we can give schnapps for heat, and it also gives you a couple of coins. The last one that's needed is the sleeping bags. Now the sleeping bags actually takes two resources. Obviously there is the sleeping bag factory. We have one over here. This is this one there. It will take two things though. The goose feather, you can see over here I've built two. Production time is 2 minutes with one. So now that we have two, we are back at 1 minute, which is what the sleeping bag is. So that's perfect. But then we also need some seal skin. And unfortunately, I don't have the fertility on this island. So I just created a small island over here, which has the basics. You know, there's a canteen, there is the heater with the charcoal clean, and we do have one seal hunting dog. Now I just need to start sending this back and forth. So let me do this. Is there any ships? Oh, they're all used. So they're all used except that one. So actually let's deliver the high...
Brigade! Ready the charges!
So indeed, let's deliver that brigade. So now we have the ship can be used for something else. We're gonna break the ice so we can go forward. What a beautiful cinematic as always. Ooh, that's scary. But yeah, the path is open now. Let's continue. They went far. They went far, so let's continue with the battle cruiser. And in the meantime, as I said, we can use this ship to transport the seal. Here it is. Done. Let's put it in my Arctic group. Done. Okay. Let's go.
To attention.
Let's go and continue, see what we can find. Oh, some ships. They are not in great shape, the sails, but they're here.
What does it take for a captain to abandon his ship? To cross the ice by foot?
Well, yeah.
No ship, even an icebreaker, can carry us from here. Nor will we cover enough ground on foot.
So what can we do?
You need a blooming airship, you do. Hey, what do you mean, borrow mine? Get out of it.
Ornate, please.
Why not build your own airships? You'll want to employ a lot of fuss-pot strokes, so watch out.
I have no idea how expensive that will be, but here. I hope that's a start.
Thank you for the money. I mean, the reality is that I do have airships already, right? For example, I have one that's available over here. But this was introduced with the latest DLC, a couple of months back, versus the Arctic is 3 years old or something like this, right? So at that point, I didn't think you could have airships in the new world. So we're gonna build some over here in our beautiful island. First of all, we need to attract the first technician. So let's go ahead because we have, all of this is ready. So let's do it.
You reach
Done.
a new milestone.
New horizons. So obviously we unlock some new goods, the post office, the canned food, and the husky sled.
Yes, I'm a Zeppelin technician.
As well as the parkas and coffee on this side. Lifestyle need, it's also completely new ones. Alright, so we're gonna need to bring this. Oh, interesting, motors. And in terms of the buildings, we have also unlocked the airship platform. So let's start actually building this airship hangar, right? Over here is taking, some cement. Okay, we'll bring this. It's not too hard. Bring a bit of cement from the old world, and then this can get started. So it is, ladies and gents, a lot of progress. We have now a second base on the north over here. We have increased our number of technicians. We started to give them new things. We started to give them the post office, some canned food from the old world. We started to give them some parkas. And in terms of lifestyle need,
The people
everything almost.
celebrate your leadership.
We've also done phase 3 of the hangar, but for phase 4, we need 750 technicians. For phase 3, we also needed something like 300 or 400, but now we need even more. So let me upgrade even further. And that's actually going to unlock all of those buildings, as you can see. So let's just do it, over here, over there. Yeah, that seems to be enough. So we can start it now. Couple of windows, couple of steel motors, couple of sails, and quite a bit of technicians. It also does require heat, by the way, but we had that, so that's no problem. And I think I delivered some sails.
Your
Yes.
ship has returned from its voyage.
Perfect. Now, while this is starting, also something I did wanted to highlight to you is that in the Arctic, the initial reason why the Arctic was interesting, as a region, was that you could make prime hunting cabin, which are producing fur in 15 seconds. So it was basically a way to get a lot of fur if you didn't have enough in the old world. Similarly, you have those deep gold mines, which are producing gold ore at 1 minute. And you may remember that in the old world, first of all, the number of gold mines are limited, and second, they take 2 minutes. So it was also a way to get more gold if you were limited in the new world. Last but not least, we'll be able to start getting some gas, which you can put into a gas-fired power plant, which is a lot better than the normal fire plants in the old world for 2 reasons. Let me show you quickly. You have, for example, an oil power plant over here. Now the gas one, they have 2 advantages. First of all, their range is longer. This oil power plant over here, for example, its range is limited to over here. A gas one will be further. But the second is, I guess, more important one, especially if you think about an island like Cape Trelawney, is that you don't need those rails to deliver the oil. With the gas, you just need a warehouse and then you're done. So that's why the goal of the Arctic became a lot on how can you optimize your gas production. What's not so easy is that the gas can only be made in those plateaus. There are 4 plateaus like this, and you can see over here there's gas deposits, but you cannot make it on your normal island over here or on any of those islands that are on the water. They don't have gas. Now going back to some of those resources, we have the parkas over here. That's a bit of an easy one. It will take some seal skin that we're already bringing from this island over here, right? And it will take a new resource, the bear fur. I'm making some bear fur over here in this bear hunting cabin, which requires quite a bit of space, as you can see, a cultivation area, and also requires heat. Right now I'm producing enough, just enough, but I do want a bit more of this bear fur for something else. So let me build a second one somewhere, maybe over here. Because you may remember that my investors in the old world, the last lifestyle need that they were needed was this bear fur. So let's start giving it, transporting it, and we'll be done in the old world. Then yes, I've created some new trade routes to bring some dynamite from the old world, motors, mezcal, and rum from the new world, and we've also started to give some mail. Obviously, we have the post office, which is also one of those services, so you should definitely build some. I build one over here and a second over there. So that's creating local mail, right? And we're giving that local mail, no problem. Then I started to give some overseas mail. So this is actually this one over here. It's actually coming, from the old world, obviously, and then dropping into this hair sorting office over here, some mail, which becomes overseas mail. We are still missing the regional mail and the Arctic reports. Now for the regional mail, we need another island. So we're going to use our second island over here. Now speaking about the old world, we have also completed the phase 3 of the Skyline Tower. So we only have phase 4 remaining, but this will require 75 investors, skyscraper level 5. So that means we're going to have to upgrade, a lot of these over here, which means we're going to lose the panorama effect, which means we're going to go into negative. But, this is life. So let's do it. Let's go. That's level 4. And now we're going to need to go to level 5. But actually, I see I'm a bit low on reinforced concrete and elevators. So in the meantime, let's go back to the Arctic. We're on a small second island. We have built a couple of things. First of all, we have built a post office to actually create some mail, right? And secondly, we have built an airship platform with an airmail sorting office so that we can start doing some regional mail. So let's go create a route, airship. gonna be between those two islands. We need to put one of these on it. And actually what I'm gonna do is definitely take from these. We can also actually take from that because it's not a lot. Actually, maybe it is gonna be a lot. So let's not do it, just do that one this side. So this is going to take the mail that is created over here and then we'll give it on the other side, on this island over here, on my main island of
No
King
point
William,
blubbering.
right? So that we can provide the last lifestyle need. Now, we have also unlocked the Husky sled, so let's build this. It's gonna require again a couple of things. We're gonna need some heat. So where do I have some heat? I mean, over here, I think, hopefully. Good. 99. Let's put it over here then. Okay, so this is gonna take 1 minute. This is 1 minute, so that's perfect. This is 2 minutes. And we're also gonna require a bit of lumberjack, which also needs to be in range of heat. We're gonna need anyway more heat for those Husky farms. So let's continue this side. Alright, putting a new heater with one of these and one of these. Okay, and then let's put those Husky. So we said a bit of wood. So let's go maybe on this side, a bit of wood on that side, and then we want some Husky farms for sure, which we'll also need that heat, and they also need quite a bit of space for those
I find the safety
farms
goggles.
or modules. Okay, done. I think that should be fine. Let's check it out. You know, we are producing more bear fur because we also need bear fur for my capital. If I look over here, yeah, it's actually not enough. We need one more of bear fur. Okay, let's go, let's go. Where can we put it? Because it also needs some heat, right? Oh, we're low on coal. Interesting. Let me put one more. It needs to be in range of heat. Can we put it somewhere over here, maybe? Where is the heat ending? Oh, it's ending there. Okay. Oh, but that's still 100%. Perfect. Perfect. Good. So now we should be fine on everything. Yes, love it. Oh, sorry. Actually, that one. If we check in the Arctic, we are making enough. Great. Love it. So yes, that should start the Husky sled. And then we're just missing the coffee. So let's send some coffee. Let's use a new trade route from the New World. That's where we're making it. Done. It's obviously an overkill to have just one ship for this. But it's not like I have problems in terms
You
of
reached
maintenance
a
of
new
ships.
milestone.
It's fine. Let's do it. Okay, done. So yeah, that's going to start giving me some coffee. We're going to start we are starting already to make the Husky sled. And yeah, we have the regional mail, so we'll be done with all of the productions over here, except the gas. For this gas, we need to finish the airship first, so let's go. Done. Now we can build our first
That's
airship.
the hangar? Ah, how marvelous. Sir John will be the first to congratulate you when we find him.
Oh, thank you. Now we want to build a first airship, and for that we need a couple of things, a bit of timber, a bit of team motors, we have them. A bit of sail, I can bring that, that's not a problem. But we also need some gas, and right now we cannot produce that gas.
What?
The good thing is that he's going to offer us some gas. Actually, he already sent it. I don't know why he sent it to this one. I'm gonna take it and bring it to my main island. And here it is, I've upgraded 75 investor skyscraper to level 5, and so we can do the final phase of the Skyline Tower. It will require a bit more resources, and in particular we just use all of our elevators, so it may take a bit more than 30 minutes, but I don't think so. You know, I do have a good production of elevators.
Investors crushing youth in the jaws of their machines, trading on us like goods, makes my bloody blood boil.
And do note that you need more than 1,000 workers too, but yeah, let's start it.
Your first ruddy airship, I bet you feel lighter than air.
So yes, we have our first airship now, so we can go fly to the Hades to continue the search. we can also, settle one of the plateaus. As I said, there are 4 plateaus, one over here, second, third, and fourth, where you can settle if you have an airship, because there's no harbor, you can't go there, by ship, but with an airship you can. So we're gonna go quickly there before we go to the search. And while we wait, let's take a look at our people. They are now getting everything in terms of heat, including, this coffee. They're getting everything in terms of normal needs and everything in lifestyle needs. This is beautiful. So we have arrived, we can indeed settle with
Production has stopped.
So we have arrived and we can settle with a Sky Trading Post. Doesn't cost that much actually, as you can see. And this will enable us to build the only building we don't have yet, which is over here, that Arctic gas mine. Very similar, to the oil refineries. You need to put in some gas pumps on the deposits. Now this takes 250 technicians, so you need to also put technicians on the island, and of course we need to also provide them with resources, right? So we're gonna need to do this a bit, but let's also find the 80s over here.
The whole thing's breaking! God damn! How? For
Oh.
all our sakes, what'll we do?
So we need to
What
make a
will you
decision.
do? You're in charge. Find a solution. You always do. This can't be it. This tower can't fall.
Yeah, so basically that's been the whole story for the Skyline Tower. You have Danny that's pushing to build it soon as possible, no security, anything. And we have Miss Jenny working in the background, trying to save it. So usually she's asking for resources and things like this. Let's talk to her to see what's needed. She is somewhere.
But where the hell has she been this whole time? Not in the lab. Oh, wait. She's not in the tower, is she?
I don't know.
Miss Jenny, what the hell is this? Is this your idea of a joke?
It's never been Miss Jenny. It's Theodora, Donny. And honestly, I should have quit after the first note I sent, but somehow I thought he can't be that dense. Well, here we are. This crumbling mess, it's on you.
She's here. Let's click on her.
You had ample opportunity to change the tarot card, the posters, the letters. You laughed it all off. I thought you'd be deterred by setbacks. All I ever wanted was for you to be more responsible. But whatever disguise I took on, I was always beneath you. Here's my plan. I've returned those stolen materials. We'll repurpose them to join the existing pillars to provide load-bearing support. What Donny should have been willing to do all along. And we'll need more.
Okay, so we need 50 steel and 50 lacquer.
I'm done playing charades. I'm not Miss Jenny, not your secretary, not your engineer. Very different jobs, by the way. Let me show you who I am.
Oh, reveal.
I've been the one trying to stop you all along. I'm one of them lot. I applied for this job, hoping to improve working conditions, safety, and found someone in your partner, Donny, who actually cares.
Yes. So let's
Miss-
give her...
Theodora, I can't fix this. You're right. You've been right.
Oh.
This tower is a crumbling mess. Get us out of it, please. Help me.
Oh, help me. So
Do
we
you have the lacquer?
Yeah, we have the
The
resources.
workers and I will take care of it. We'll let you know once it's done.
Everybody run away.
Oh, God damn, that was close.
So maybe in the meantime, let's go back to the Arctic, where I have started
Oh
this
God,
small
it's
city
done.
over here. And we have our airship here that is ready. We need to follow the tracks. So let's try to follow.
Production
Go,
has
go, go.
stopped.
Oh, here we found something. It's a log. We need to find a passage by foot. We've lost no main so far.
On
That's
course.
good. That's not gonna be the case soon. Oh, here. It is a second entry. Only 2 of the 3 teams have returned. Oh no. We'll take the path that he took. Deux yeux. So where did Deux yeux went? He went over the snow dunes to the west. So that's this side. Right. Or not. Oh, he went around. Yes, he went around. And he went this side. This side, there's equipment. Oh, somebody died. They went this side. Oh, it's getting harder to follow. And
Light
here.
path plotted.
Okay. Number 3. We need to climb. So they climbed up here. Well, that's something else, but I'll take it.
They dropped it all to make the difficult climb. On course.
Number 4. What do we have here? Either we eat the resident bears or they eat us. Yeah,
Bear
that's
country. Hunters must be strong to come here.
where are they now? I lost them. Oh, here.
Maneuvering.
Somebody died. Okay, they're going inside this passage. Yeah. Oh, some bears. A couple of people died. Many people actually died. Oh, shame. Poor guys.
Flight path plotted.
Here it is. One more. Ah.
Storm rises. Your bird will rock like a feather in the wind.
Did they go this way? Yes.
Dirigibbling.
Number 5, let's see. Sir John has entrusted me, 2 yeux, with the completion because he can't ride anymore. We are no longer killed by bears, but we have lost days and weeks. We are only 6 left. Let's go.
Course.
We need to find them.
Go.
1 more is done.
The domain of night belongs to Amarok. Maneuvering.
Oh, number 6, they're still alive. Let's see. He says the silhouette of a great wolf came to him in his sleep. So is he crazy? If a passage exists, we have not found it.
The men who followed
Oh no.
here.
They went this side.
Men
Where? Where? I see some tracks. They're still alive.
on course.
Oh, we have found them. Amazing. They're still alive.
There. Long dead, but moving still. Amarok spared them so that their story may be retold.
Too late. Too late. They're all dead. My impudence before the gods. We were doomed from the beginning. My stubbornness. My vile, reckless ambition. I should have died out there with them. I should have died.
No, it's good that you're alive. You can tell your story and you can see your wife.
John! My John!
John no more. I'm a phantom, my love. An exile condemned to this twilight plain for eternity.
Say whatever you like, John. I did everything I could to find you and have absolutely no intention of giving up now.
I never could argue with you.
I am sorry about Sir John. He's had a hard time. They all have. I am ever so grateful to you. And do not think I have forgotten your reward. But for now, I must get my dear husband home.
And here it is, Sir John Faithful has been found. Amazing. Now, if you're wondering about this Lost Expedition scrap, you can find it in this space at the top of the map over here. And this will be used to craft some interesting items from Ornate. And back into the old world, we have actually finished the Skyline Tower. Let's actually finish it and look at this.
My tower stands. The
Wow.
true gold standard. Let the fools try and surpass it. It'll be real fun watching them fail. Ha! Oh, what a legacy!
Let's take a picture of it.
Immortalize our victory. Let all know who built the highest tower of the era. All that trouble must be worth something.
Now, if you press I to go into the upgrade menu for your skyscrapers, and if you press Alt, then you can downgrade. So that's what we're gonna do, over here, to get back into a great panorama effect. So here it is. Now we have intense for all of these. Great, and we're gonna make money. Let's discuss with Theodora and Donald what to do. It was good to do this Skyline Tower, but we should probably only do one per city. Okay, where do I sign? And we can dedicate it to a cause. I think we should dedicate it to many things, like plus 500 of attractiveness, but also minus 10% for consumption of carriages, jewelry, and pocket watches. That sounds good. Okay, I have developed a bit the first plateau. Now this is actually a lot of houses because I needed 500 people to be able to unlock, the oil lamps. Now, once you have the oil lamps, then you have way more than 500 people, and then you can also put those people, into technician. You actually only need 250, right? If we want, we can have even more, obviously. But now what we could also do basically is just delete all of these because they are not really needed and just keep the one at the top. So yes, this is the Arctic basically done. Our explorers are getting pemmican and oil lamps. They're getting, of course, heat, schnapps, and sleeping bags. They're getting all 3 types of mail, and then a bit of bread, some tallow, and hot sauce. And for our explorers over here, they're getting all of these things, plus some parkas and coffee for heat, some rum, mezcal, dynamites, and motors for lifestyle need. And in terms of basic need, they also have the post office, the canned food, and the husky sled. So yeah, we have built, all of the different buildings over here up to gas mine. Then basically what you would do is then, transport this gas from the Arctic to the old world, for example, and build in the old world one of those gas-fired power plants. And speaking of the old world, we are now providing basically everything, including those bear fur, right, in terms of lifestyle need. So yes, again, I think a lot of great progress. We have finished the Skyline Tower, we have finished the Arctic. So what is left to do? Well, not much. I think in the next episode, what we'll do is we'll do a full tour of the Empire. I will create also a number of stamps that I will show you and that will be available on my Discord community after the episode. And I think that will be the last episode next time. So also do tell me in the comments below if you have any questions, thoughts, requests for this final episode before I do it. And I hope to see you next time.